Hi, I'm Gary White for Central Kentucky Television. We're back with Dana Parrott at the Nelson County Extension Office, and we are making Tex-Mex bean sliders. It's out of the 2014 Food and Nutrition Calendar, which you can get at any of the extension offices all around the state. And the January recipe is what we're following here. It has all the ingredients that we had, followed step by step. And now, after you mixed all the ingredients and did all the process up here, you put it in the refrigerator.
That's right.
You've gotten it back out. What's our next step?
All right. So the first thing you're going to want to do is crush up some crackers. The easiest way for me to do it is to put them in a bag like this, crush them. I use the can of pinto beans that we used earlier. Crush them up as fine as you want. That's right. And you're just going to dump them into something that you can kind of lay them flat.
Okay.
Just like that.
Are they saltine crackers?
They are. Just regular ones. Now the thing with this recipe is that it's sliders, so remember that sliders are smaller.
Right.
If you wanted to do it as a whole burger, I'm sure that you could, but we're just going to do it as a slider. So you don't need much. I just use a regular spoonful. You know, when you think about, and you can look, whatever size bun you use, you can follow that, but you don't need them to be big. Just kind of form them in your hand. And, you know, like I said, mine still have a little bit of bean left to them, but I like some texture in mine. And then you're just going to roll them in the cracker crumbs.
Huh.
And if you want them to be thicker, you know, thinner, whatever you want, crush them up as much as you want. Just kind of like that to give it a nice coating. And then you're just going to throw it into the skillet.
Okay.
Now the thing with this is, you know, a lot of times people forget that whenever you don't use meat, you still need to make sure that it cooks to a food safe temperature. You kind of treat this like a casserole. There is an egg in it. So you do still need to use a meat thermometer and make sure that it gets to 165 degrees.
Okay.
So,
That's
something to remember.
That's right. So we do have an egg in there, which is important that you make sure that that's cooked.
Right. That's right.
Thoroughly.
Don't want to run the risk of getting anybody sick, especially if you're doing, you know, a picnic or a barbecue or something like that.
So this actually makes quite a few sliders.
I think it said it makes 14.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, if you make them smaller, then it's going to make more.
Uh-huh.
So you can make them, you know,
Yeah.
whatever size you need. You know, don't double the recipe if you have 16 people. Just make smaller sliders.
Right. Okay. Right. Or, I mean, if you wanted a full-size burger, I guess you could, instead of doing the small sliders, you could do a full-size big burger.
That's right.
You know? So,
So what we're going to do here is you're just going to make sure, and you're going to see it kind of gets brown. It gets brown really easy and pretty quick. You can hear it. We've just got some vegetable oil in the skillet that we heated up first, and then you wait till it's done. Make sure that it gets to 165 degrees. So.
And this could be some fun stuff too, breaking up the saltine crackers and then actually coating them in the crackers could be some fun stuff that
Something
you can
for kids.
get involved
And
with
that's
other people.
you know, that's another place where you can mix up the recipe a little bit if you want. If you wanted to use some type of flavored cracker or spiced cracker, you know, test that out a little bit and see what it tastes like. So
if you want to give it a little kick, you could
That's
use something.
I'm all about, you know, trying new things in a recipe and
Spice it
that's
up a bit, huh?
And I'm always looking for places to substitute things, and I think that would be a place to do it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So if you try something out, let us know. Send us a message or something and let us know
Please
what
let
you
me know.
used.
That's right. Like I said, you know, just use your meat thermometer. It doesn't take long to get to 165, but just make sure that it does.
And when you're using the thermometer, make sure you don't stick it all the way through to the pan.
That's right. Don't let it touch the pan. Try to go about halfway.
That's what I would do. Like,
Go
wow,
to
this
the
is
middle
hot.
of your meat. That's right. Yeah. Oh man, that was really quick.
Yeah. So are we done?
We are.
Oh wow, great.
Do you want to see what a finish will look like?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So this is we'll turn that off here. This is a finished one. You can still see, you know, the cracker and things like that. But if you were to put the bun on there, it's kind of looks like a little burger.
Yeah.
And there
great.
is a sauce that they tell you to put on it. This is just mayonnaise mixed with a little bit of enchilada sauce that you make early and put into the fridge. And just put that on there. And it's in the calendar too.
Okay.
I think it was a fourth a cup of mayonnaise and 2 tablespoons of enchilada sauce. So again, something that you typically have at your house that's going to be a nice little twist.
Okay.
So.
Can spice it up a little bit for you.
That's right. Put some spinach, some tomatoes, cheese, whatever you want. Dress it like a burger.
Yeah.
And enjoy it. So.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Again, this has been the Tex-Mex Bean Sliders. It's in the 2014 Food and Nutrition Calendar that you can get at any of the extension offices in Nelson County, Marion County, Washington County, or anywhere around the state. And again, I've been talking with Dana Parrott. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. It's been Gary White for Central Kentucky Television.